Chelsea, at this point, are not planning to pursue a move for Alexander Isak this summer, Football.London understands. There were reports on Wednesday that the Blues had inquired about the possibility of signing the Newcastle United striker this summer. However, Chelsea know any deal for the Sweden international would cost a staggering amount of money and are very unlikely to pursue a move during this window. There has been interest for Isak in the past from the club, so there is no doubting he is someone they appreciate. But any deal would likely cost more than the £115 million Chelsea paid for Moises Caicedo last summer, and that is not feasible at this point in time. Interest in Samu Omorodion has not cooled down, but it is acknowledged that striking a deal with Atletico Madrid will be incredibly difficult this summer. Chelsea are interested in signing the highly rated 20-year-old striker, but Atleti are adamant they will not allow him to leave the Spanish capital in this window. Meanwhile, interest in John Duran has cooled, but it could be a situation they revisit later in the window should they not be able to land other striker targets. And announcements for young duo Mark Guiu and Omari Kellyman are close, with deals agreed for £5 million and £19 million, respectively, with Barcelona and Aston Villa. Chelsea are also close to completing the signing of Boca Juniors defender Aaron Anselmino, Football.London understands. Club officials are currently in Argentina to finalize the deal that will see the 19-year-old sign for a bit less than £20 million this summer. The club are still looking to sign a winger after pulling out of the race to sign Michael Olise. Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao has been looked at, but Football.London understands interest in the 21-year-old has cooled because of his extortionate wage demands. On the outgoing front, Ipswich Town are thought to be preparing an offer to Chelsea for winger Omari Hutchinson. The 21-year-old spent last season on loan at Portman Road and helped the Tractor Boys achieve promotion to the Premier League for the first time in 22 years. Chelsea will assess Harvey Vale's situation when he arrives back at Cobham next week. The 20-year-old spent last season with League One outfit Bristol Rovers and is now due back to the Blues for at least a bit of pre-season. Another loan is somewhat expected for Vale. Chelsea have an option in their Academy Products contract to extend his deal by a further 12 months, should they wish. Ian Marson, meanwhile, has completed a medical at Aston Villa ahead of a £37.5 million move to the Midlands. The Netherlands international will sign a 6-year contract at Villa Park, and we just await the official announcement on that deal. Chelsea are still looking to sell Armando Broja this summer. The Blues value the 22-year-old at around £35 million, sources have told Football.London, a figure £15 million less than their £50 million price tag from January. Numerous Premier League clubs are said to be interested in Broja, as well as Monaco, who have already spoken to his representatives this summer. The Albania international would like to stay at Stamford Bridge but has accepted he may need to move elsewhere for his best interests. Nothing has changed in the Conor Gallagher transfer saga. There have still been no talks between the 24-year-old and Chelsea over extending his contract, that expires in 12 months' time, before the start of the new season. Gallagher is currently in Germany representing England at the ongoing Euro 2024. Nothing is likely to change until the Three Lions' involvement in the international tournament is over, with Gareth Southgate's side taking on Slovakia in the round of 16 on Sunday evening. Chelsea have made a move for Leicester City midfielder Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, Football.London understands. Enzo Maresca is a huge fan of the 25-year-old midfielder after he won the Foxes Player of the Season when the two worked together in their championship-winning campaign last time out. Brighton were winning the race to sign Dewsbury-Hall, but Chelsea have now stolen the march. Leicester are said to be open to selling their academy product as they come under huge pressure to abide with the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules, PSR, this summer. Leeds United's Archie Gray is also on a list of midfield targets, with Chelsea looking to bulk up ahead of what is set to be an extremely busy 2024-25 season under Maresca. Chelsea will take part in a Europa Conference League playoff clash in August, and should they progress through the two-leg tie, they will have much more to contend with fixture-wise for the upcoming season. Also, with the future of Conor Gallagher still up in the air, the club are looking at other options for the centre of their midfield. Gallagher has just 12 months remaining on his contract in West London and is attracting big interest from Aston Villa and Tottenham this summer. Villa have already made contact with the 24-year-old's representatives this summer, but nothing concrete will happen until after England's involvements at Euro 2024. Atletico Madrid have also showed an interest in Gallagher, whose sale from Chelsea would represent pure profit for the club's books to ease pressure from the PSR. Gallagher, though, has refused to shed too much light on where he will be playing his football next season. Speaking in an England press conference earlier this month, the Cobham graduate said, "I am a Chelsea player right now. Like I said, I am thinking about England and the tournament. I've been focusing on England. This is the most important thing right now for me. I just want to start the tournament now. Gallagher was taken off at half-time in England's draw with Slovenia on Tuesday evening, and that has cast doubt over whether or not he will be involved in the Three Lions' next match. England take on Slovakia on Sunday evening as they bid to progress into the last 8 of the competition. Aston Villa striker John Duran has commented on rumours that have linked him to a move to Chelsea this summer as the Blues look to bolster their attacking options for the 2024-25 campaign. New manager Enzo Maresca has seen his side heavily linked with a move for the 20-year-old over the past few weeks, having struggled in front of goal under Mauricio Pochettino last season. Nicholas Jackson's inconsistency in front of goal throughout the year meant the Blues had to rely on star winger Cole Palmer for a majority of their goals, with the 21-year-old leading them to a 6th-place finish in the Premier League. Chelsea have already secured their first 2 signings of the summer, with Fulham centre-back Tosin Adarabioyo having already arrived at Stamford Bridge while the European Championships play out, while Palmeiras forward Estevão Willian is set to join the club next summer when he turns 18. It's a big step in filling some holes left over from Pochettino's tenure, the end of which saw Thiago Silva leave the club in May after a stellar 4-year stint to return to Fluminense in Brazil. Now with other forward options in the market for Maresca to plan out and scout, Chelsea have been turned off by RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko after the Slovenian international signed a new 1-year extension with the Bundesliga side. Elsewhere, Victor Osimhen's time at Napoli seems to be no closer to ending. Newcastle United's Alexander Isak would cost them £180 million, and Crystal Palace winger Michael Olise appears to have eluded the Blues for a second summer in a row after appearing to ready himself for a move to Bundesliga giants Bayern Munich, leaving them with Duran as a potential target for the summer, having been previously interested in the 20-year-old back in January. Having played second fiddle to talisman Ollie Watkins under Unai Emery, Duran's 8 goals in 37 appearances since January 2023 have meant his start to life in the Midlands has been quite underwhelming. Despite that, it was reported that the Blues had reached a £42 million agreement with Villa for the star earlier this month, but the Blues seem to be doing a fair amount of due diligence around other options, which has left Emery's side effectively in limbo. When asked about speculation that he could join Chelsea this summer, Duran was hesitant to confirm or deny anything about his future. He told Gol Caracol while on international duty at Copa America, "The options of the other teams, I don't know, I am not aware now. I'm focused on the national team, at the Copa America, wanting to add minutes, supporting the team a lot. For those topics of a possible move, I already have other people who take care of that." The latest word to have surfaced in the media regarding one of the club's chief summer transfer targets. The player in question? Nico Williams. The name of wide man Williams has of course positioned itself front and centre in the headlines in Catalonia's capital for several weeks now. As much comes amid the widespread understanding that the Spanish international, fresh off a scintillating display against Italy at Euro 2024, is considered a leading option to reinforce the club's frontline with a view to next season. Deco and the Blaugrana Brass, as a result, will be less than pleased to hear of one of the continent's biggest spenders positioning themselves firmly in the fray for Nico's signature. As per transfer market insider Gianluca Di Marzio, Premier League heavyweights Chelsea are ready to push for the athletic club standout. This comes after the Blues missed out on chief target Michael Olise to Bayern Munich. It now remains to be seen whether the board at Stamford Bridge are willing to cough up Nico's release clause of close to €60 million.